Deseret News Rewind is presented by Tosh, the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, Utah's premier sports medicine, physical therapy, and sports training center.
Jackson splits the screen toward the hole, and Jackson throws it down! Look out! Put on the anti-gravity boots! That brings the crowd to their feet. They love their athleticism here. Ready to tip it off, and it will be Tia for the Highland Rams and Freeland for the Herriman Mustangs. Two teams with region right around the corner looking to start it off right. Herriman able to control the tip wearing the all-white home uniforms, and Highland in the all-black roads as the Rams come out in a zone defense here to start. Look at that trap coming up quickly on Leakehi. He's in trouble, and McCowie forcing the dual possession, I believe. Yes, he does. And it'll be Highland basketball. You saw them bring that trap, and boy, it came quickly on Leakehi. Worked over with Maxfield up top. Tia Freeland guarding him as the Herriman Mustangs playing man-to-man defense right now. Maxfield in the corner to Tia looking to drive, spin move, and that wouldn't go. The rebound controlled by Leakehi, and the Herriman Mustangs will clear. Boy, a nice move by Tia. An opportunity, and just had that one come off the rim as the entry pass here, and gonna have a foul called on Tia. It will be his first personal. Herriman will inbound underneath their own basket. And up top. Leakehi thought about the skip pass over to Anderson. Instead, it will be Freeland with a pump fake. Kick out, Anderson for three. And the Herriman Mustangs, the first on the board here off of the three-pointer by Alex Anderson. We mentioned that Christian Rich has been a great shooter for the Highland Rams. The Herriman Mustangs kind of looking for that great shooter, and Anderson statistically coming in hasn't had a great percentage, but boy, he hit that one confidently as a foul here going to be called on the Mustangs. Vaughn picking up the foul, his first. Good movement by the Mustangs, sets up Shelton with the jumper, no good, and the rebound is to Leakehi for Herriman. The Mustangs getting out on the run, up the floor quickly. Anderson, baseline drive cut off by McCowie. And a kick here on the defense by Shelton. Herriman will retain the possession. 6:10 left here in our opening quarter. As Herriman looking to inbound, nice positioning inside. And it is Freeland with the easy glass lay-in off the inbound. 5-0 Mustangs here at home. I mentioned Freeland leads them in scoring at 10 per ball game. That game a week or so ago where, well, yeah, 3 solid fourth quarter dunks Freeland did. And a traveling here on the play by Keys. Vaughn picked up by Palmer. Vaughn able to drive. 7-0 Herriman as Vaughn able to take it to the rack. Boy, great teamwork is now Vaughn with the steal. And a fantastic job recovering defensively by Maxfield to knock it away. It'll be Herriman basketball, and a timeout taken here by Coach Boyce of Herriman. 32nd timeout. The Mustangs leading 7-0. Inbounded to Freeland. Vaughn able to post up on Palmer. Spin move, and he walked with it. Christian Rich came over on the help defense. Kind of forcing Vaughn to walk there. Inside, McCowie for the first Highland points of the ball game. Coming here with just over 5 to play in our opening quarter. Fantastic run to the hoop by McCowie, and Highland able to get it to him. Here's Leakehi up top. Highland back in that zone. Shelton coming over. Drive by Vaughn, handed off. Peterson trying to go up, and a traveling call on Peterson as he turns it over. Keys back on the floor here for Highland, and if you're interested in some young kids to watch over the next couple of years, How about Case Peterson, averaging 7 per ball game, just a sophomore, number 45 for Herriman. 6'5", great length for Coach Tingy. We'll continue to get better here at Herriman for the Mustangs. Shelton thought about it. Now looking to drive. Shelton in the paint. Tough shot by Elijah Shelton. How about that finish? Boy, Elijah, what a take. And the double clutch, able to go up strong and finish it. 4 straight points now for the Rams. Vaughn looking to drive around Palmer. Boy, 4 early points here for Jale Vaughn, a guy that I thought could really average 15, 18 per ball game this year for Herriman. It's been off to a bit of a slow start for Vaughn, as this one broken up by Leakehi, but still possessed by the Rams. Palmer looking and blocked away by Freeland. The putback no good, and Freeland with the board. A ferocious block by Blake Freeland, and it's the Mustangs the other way, up top with Leakehi. Clock inside of 3.5 to play. AC being patient here is McCaway coming out on him. Vaughn, Shelton guarding him. Freeland trying to post up Keys. Batted back out, Vaughn for 3. Front of the rim, rebounded by Herriman. Almost tied up, saved, but right to Christian Rich of the Rams, and the Rams are off running. Rich has Shelton to his right. He's going to take it himself. No good, and the foul here. Boy, do we have it on the shot or on the rebound? Boy, a lot of substitutions here. We'll get to those over the course of the action. Here's Maxfield, who just came on. Defense by McCann. Shelton with a kick out, Tialavea. We'll get it to Keys. Rich for 3, can't leave him open. Christian Rich with a triple, and the Highland Rams back to within 1 possession, a 7-2 run for Highland. We mentioned Rich averaging shooting just under 50% from beyond the arc this season. A dynamic shooter for Coach Boyce, and boy, you got to get a hand right up in 32's face if you're playing Highland. Side-to-side ball movement here. Lob for Freeland, and Freeland able to finish it off over everyone. Boy, the luxuries of having 6'8" on your roster displayed right there. And really thought Freeland and Tialavea would be a fun battle here tonight, as both these two teams boasting 6'8" height down low. Tialavea looking to drive into the paint, the right hand, too strong, and the rebound is to Herriman. Back the other way. Inside of 2 minutes, the drive cut off by Shelton, and Herriman now will set things up in the half court. No, inside, great find underneath to Cundiff, but he has that knocked away. Stays here with Herriman. Cundiff gonna take the 19-footer. Excuse me, that was Moala Wall with the jumper. Had 22 and 33 mixed up in my mind, but Wall with a confident shot. And well, this is a Herriman team that points don't look to be an issue here tonight. They are playing well offensively. McCowie with a tough scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Freeland's pass too hot to handle, and Herriman turns it over in their own end. Highland looking to inbound. Wanted to go in the backcourt to McCowie. Now they'll throw it all the way back with Keys, as he had to come back on the last-ditch help. Shelton up top. Love that move by Shelton. Saw Highland against Granger, and he did that time and time again. Received the ball at the three-point line, dribble in from 19, and he was money. He continues to be here tonight. Inside of 1 minute left, as Wall in all sorts of trouble, able to get it out. Cundiff in. Freeland with a tough shot from behind the backboard, couldn't get it to fall, and it's Keys with the rebound for Highland. 35 seconds left here in our first quarter. Coach Boyce letting his boys know, hold for the last shot. Shelton here happy to take time off the clock just inside the half-court line now. Backing off. Clock down to 20. Back up top here with Maxfield. Clock's at 10. The lob intercepted by Freeland. McCann will have a shot. Doesn't get it off. That will not count. And our first quarter comes to a close. 13-9, the Herriman Mustangs leading Highland after one. Again, Highland in that zone defense. Rich a little soft on the trap there as he backs out of it. Wall. Out to McCann. Boy, I tell you what, Peterson was doing some work inside. They tried to get it to him, and ball's broken up in the process. Maxfield out with McCowie. Splits the Highland defense, and that rolls off the rim. The rebound is to Herriman. When McCowie nearly with the poke from behind and going to get a foul here on Maxfield. He's perplexed at the call. Well, that ball's knocked away and it's bouncing the direction of Maxfield. I think that's what he's saying is like, what am I supposed to do? No one's possessing that ball. He runs into me, but the officials calling the foul and the first personal on Oscar Maxfield. Boy, over pursuit and inside. Tila Vea will pick up the foul as Peterson just missed the shot. He'll head to the line here to shoot two as Tila Vea will pick up his second personal. Keys checks in for Highland. And how about that rebound off the missed free throw by the Mustangs. McCann with the step through. Back up top to Leakehu, who just checked in, as did Carly, who had it there. And the Mustangs turn it over inside once again. 7 minutes remaining here in our first half. Shelton defended by Cundiff. He'll pull. That one rimmed out on him. McCann back with Carly. Well, McCowie nearly had that one deflected and off to the goal all by himself as the entry inside. Good defense by Shelton as that one off target. McCowie leading the run the other way. Over to Maxfield. Maxfield with the finish. Boy, Highland's had a couple of those right near the rim that just haven't quite gone down, and that one looked like it nearly came off, but Maxfield able to get the two. Bring Highland back to within one possession. The Rams have not led here as the Mustangs will take a timeout. Leakehu trapped, able to get it away over with Carly. Nice ball movement here to avoid that trap. Inside, McCann with a nice finish through traffic. That ball sent out. Shelton. And now Maxfield showing some patience. Run a new set here. Rich over with Oliveo, and we've got away from, no shot on the foul here. Highland to inbound, Rich for three. Missed it, and the rebound to Oliveo. Rich again from the corner's good. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Christian Rich from the same spot he hit his first one. And that one, money the second try. 16-14, Herriman. Well, they want to get it over to Leakehu. Now they will. He's got McCann in the far corner. Instead, it'll be Anderson for three. Missed that shot as it came across the front of the rim, and the rebound is to Keys. Shelton from 18. It's taken them a long time, but the Highland Rams have clawed back and tied this ball game up. 4:21 remaining here in the second quarter. 16 apiece in the offense. Got a little dry for Herriman. Nice ball entry, blocked away by Shelton. Rich, extra pass, Maxfield for three. No good, and the rebound to Freeland. Leakehu Back to McCann up top. This zone really starting to work here for the Rams. Leakey parked at the elbow, and that went right off his chest. Oliveo the other way. Tried to get it to Keys, and it's the Mustangs. Came out with it for a second. Leakey able to regather. Back up top. Freeland. Leakey. Anderson for three. No good. That ball batted up high on the board and possessed by the Mustangs with McCann. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. McCann with an athletic drive. Couldn't finish. Kept alive by Peterson and knocked out a play by Highland. Inbounded to Vaughn, back of the rim. And it's rebounded by Highland up the floor quickly. If you remember, Vaughn picked up his second foul and sat on the bench for a majority of this second quarter. Kicked out, Rich for three again. No good, and Leakey with the board. Shelton there being a pest on the board, but Leakey able to bring it out. McCann back up top with Vaughn. Leakey. Leakey trying to drive. Keys able to shut it down. Boy, Coach Tingy, I can hear him yelling for a timeout, and it's not granted. It's Highland now coming up. Don't know if his players didn't hear him or what, but I could hear it. Shelton. Rich. Rich in the paint, floats it up and good. The first lead of the ball game for the Highland Rams. 1:45 left in our second quarter and a timeout called by Coach Tingy. 18-16, the Highland Rams leading in this zone defense for Highland has just been tough. Boy, the pressure comes and it's taken away. Blocked! What a recovery by McCann, but he's gonna get called for the foul. And to the line here will head Sam Palmer. Second free throw for Palmer, no good, and Freeland with the board. That's the other thing to think about. The Highland Rams defensively have done all of this with Tia Levea on the bench with 2 fouls. It's been Shelton that's been the anchor underneath on that front line. Been impressive. The trap again. This time Herriman able to pass out of it. It's caused issues for Herriman in this ball game. Johnson, pull up from just inside 15. And that ends a scoring drought of a couple of minutes for the Herriman Mustangs. 19-18, just inside of 1 minute left. McCowie with the pull up. Boy, fantastic pull up jumper by the junior, Leakey McCowie. Skip pass over, Leakey able to get it inside to Freeland. Great ball movement by Herriman to create Freeland open underneath all by himself and an easy finish. I think that's 6 or 8 for Blake Freeland here in this first half. Here's Maxfield with it. McCowie made a cut through the lane. It was defensed well. Leakey got his hand up in the passing lane. Shelton, now Herriman bringing some extra pressure. That one looked like it may have been deflected by Freeland, but Herriman still possessing. Clock's down to 7. Maxfield with a baseline drive. Kick out, shot is good. Travis Boyce with the shot right before the horn, and it's the Highland Rams with a 23-20 lead here at halftime. You're watching Deseret News Rewind presented by Intermountain Tosh. Ready to start the second half here from Herriman High School. The Highland Rams leading Herriman 23-20 at the break. That zone defense in that second quarter for Highland did wonders, helped them to get back in this ball game. Here's Shelton up top. Boy, looking for a backdoor cut to McCowie and broken up by Herriman. Running the other way, contact, no foul. And it is Highland now pushing the ball the other way. Here's McCowie for 3. No good. Tilavea tried to bat it away, and it's out of bounds off of Highland. Want to welcome in viewers from Utah, from all across the country, and even some overseas, we understand. Thank you for joining us here on Deseret News Rewind, presented by Intermountain Tosh. Happy to have you aboard, and hope you'll stick with our prep coverage all year long right here on Deseret News Rewind. McCowie able to get it to Peterson. Back up top to Easy for three. Easy back of the iron, and the rebound is to Maxfield. Mentioned Easy hit that game winner against Jordan last week. It was a three-pointer. He has the ability to make that shot and was left uncontested. Highland happy to give that one up, and it worked out well for the Rams on that possession. Here's Shelton up top with Tilavea. He'll hand off to McCowie. The lob, Tilavea, the throwdown. McCowie to Tilavea brings the bench and the fans to their feet. Hashtag DNRT5. Trapped. Getting close to a 5-second call as that ball batted out of bounds off of Highland. It will stay here. Vaughn tried the no-looker to Peterson, who's able to finish. 25-22, just over 6 minutes remaining here in the third. Keys up top, Shelton. Maxfield thought about the three. Leakey defending him. Keys trying to dribble around the defense. The left-hand scoop, count the bucket, good, and the foul. Keys pure on the free throw, and it's 28-22. Herriman able to break that pressure. Vaughn out. Anderson for three. Great response by Alex Anderson. The uncontested three. He's hit a couple of them here tonight. Tilavea looking like a point guard. The take to the rim and finishing past Freeland. And again with that trap, nearly stolen. Freeland able to save it. What a no-look pass to Anderson. Boy, Tilavea did his best to impersonate a guard, and Freeland did the same thing with the pretty assist. Backdoor to McCowie. The offense is opening up here in our third quarter. Easy for three. Vaughn, the rebound. Boy, thought he could have gone up with the left. Instead, he kicks out for three. No good, and Tilavea with the board. How about behind the back? That ball out of bounds. Off Highland turned over. Burgess on for Herriman. Meanwhile, Palmer on for the Rams. Freeland. Out to Vaughn. Vaughn's pass broken up by Palmer, but he stepped out of bounds on the attempt to save it. Thrown into the backcourt with Burgess. Another sophomore. Nearly got in trouble. Vaughn was looking underneath, picked off by Shelton. How about that court length pass? McCowie couldn't hit the open jumper, and Vaughn with the board. Jail now trying to push it. Nice little move. McCowie trying to stay right with him. Extra pass, Anderson for three. No good. Shelton with the board for the Rams. And a timeout taken here for programs and offerings available at Weber State. Shelton tried to go underneath. How about that recovery from McCowie? I mean, he got held up in traffic. That was like I-15 at rush hour, and somehow McCowie able to get through and able to finish. And now a timeout taken by Coach Tingy. As this third quarter, boy, shots are falling. Seen some great plays. Setting up for a fantastic fourth here at Herriman. Here is Vaughn, had that knocked away. Shelton Palmer, Highland up the floor quickly and right through the mitts of Oscar Maxfield. Key's going to pick up the ball at half court. That trap still moving for Coach Boyce. Great pass inside to Vaughn for the finish at the rim. Boy, you want a trap, you pull that inside up and you allow your best player to slip right to the free throw line. Nice finish by Jale Vaughn. Palmer on the drive, had better thoughts as he ran into Peterson. And a foul here going to be called. Boy, this might be on Vaughn. It is. I think that's going to be number 3 on Jale. McCann back on for Herriman. Meanwhile, Oliveo as well as Tia Livea checking back in for the Highland Rams. Keys, and he stepped out of bounds. Foul here on the shot by Peterson as once again you see Herriman attacking levels of this Highland pressure. Second free throw, no good. The rebound by Tia Livea. Rich to Shelton. Rich will come back for it. A switch defensively. Here's now McCann on Christian. Maxfield got stuck underneath the basket, couldn't finish on the wraparound. Maxfield able to poke it away. Shelton now to lead the break, has Maxfield ahead of him. Back with Rich. Shelton, the pull-up. That one rimmed around on Elijah Shelton. Nice defense on the play by Peterson. Got a hand right up in the shot. And a foul here underneath going to be called on Tia Livea as Peterson was trying to establish position. I think that's going to be the 3rd on Tia Livea. Keys and McCowie back on the floor for Highland. 1:24 left here in the 3rd. Jale Vaughn will pull from the free throw line, rimmed out on him. The rebound kept in play by Peterson. Able to save it to Johnson. Up top, Easy thought about the 3 a couple of times. Now he'll take it from 14. No good. Shelton with the board for Highland. McCowie stopped the basketball. No one does. Keys able to scrap for the board. Maxfield up top. Boy, hard contact. How about Jale Vaughn bouncing right up to his feet? Leah Cahey at the other end. Couldn't finish, may have been blocked by Keys. Vaughn, the putback, rims out. And it will stay here with Herriman. Peterson, right hand finish. Herriman now clawing back in this ball game, 34-32. 30 seconds left in our 3rd quarter. Coach Tingy telling his defense to come up on the basketball, wanted to try to pressure Highland. Pressure has led to a couple of turnovers by the Rams here. McCowie through traffic, and that one ruled out off of Herriman. The fans disagreeing with that call. Anderson checks in for Herriman as Vaughn heads to the bench. Rich, a long 3 is good for Christian Rich. Shot forced up by Anderson. He thought there was contact, no foul from the official. And it is 37-32, the Rams with the lead. 4th quarter coming up next. You're watching Deseret News Rewind presented by Intermountain Tosh. Anderson receives the inbound. He'll give it to McCann. McCann, that's a travel. Got caught in the air with it, the jump stop. Taking a couple of steps prior, and easy call for the officials. Palmer picked up at half court by Anderson. We'll give it over to McCowie. Nice defense there by Jale Vaughn on Rich, and a carry here called on McCowie. Leah Cahey, trap coming, able to step around it. Get it to McCann. Look at Tia LaVea playing high in this trap, that length. Extra pass, Anderson triple. 37-35 after Alex Anderson, another three-pointer for the Mustangs. Rich, baseline drive over to Palmer. He's trapped in the corner, able to get it out to Maxfield. He's got a couple Mustangs around him. He'll dribble it out of the way of that sideline, and now Highland to reset. Tia LaVea, he'll pull up. That shot missed. Palmer couldn't secure the rebound, and now a foul going to be called on McCann. Keys off the inbound, working around. Shelton. Intercepted by Vaughn. Knotted up off the steal and score from Jale Vaughn. He averages 4 steals per game. He's got a couple here tonight. That one maybe the most important of them all as he ties things up here. 6:13 left. Boy, tough work for Rich. Couldn't get the shot to fall. And Freeland with the rebound for Herriman. Vaughn. Anderson thought about it. Extra pass. Vaughn, he'll pull up baseline. The lead to Herriman and a timeout by Coach Boyce. 39-37, Herriman up on Highland. The Herriman Mustangs leading here, 5:45 left. McCowie terminates. He's going to step around and get called for the travel in the process. Coach Boyce thought that he kept that pivot foot on the step around, and the official saw it differently. Highland has led since about this point in the second quarter. Vaughn over with McCann. Freeland trying to post up Shelton. Vaughn's left alone in the corner. McCowie knew he was there. McCann able to get around, left-handed, no good, but Freeland dunks it home. That's why you crash the boards. The miss and Freeland able to put it in, 41-37. Here's Tia LaVea. McCowie, pull up. No good. Freeland tried to tip it out. Kept by Keys. Left-handed shot. Rims off. And it is Vaughn coming away with it. And now we've got a technical foul called on Coach Boyce. 43-37, Herriman basketball. McCann, boy, McCowie all over him, and the foul called here will be the 4th team foul on Highland. On Leakey. Inbounded over to Leakehi. Freeland inside the junction, just rolls off for Blake Freeland. Shelton will reset. McCowie to Shelton in the corner. Boy, defended tightly by Anderson. Nice spin move by Shelton. The kick out. 3 for Maxfield. Oscar Maxfield with a big three-pointer. Shelton with a great pass out after, boy, he nearly got caught in the air right under the rim, but Maxfield left all alone in the corner, able to drill the 3. Up top with McCann. Vaughn from just beyond the free throw line. He'll kick back out. Here's Leakehi. Skip over. Anderson to answer. Great skip pass to Alex Anderson. The lead back to 6 for Herriman. And a travel. Inbounded to Anderson. Now Highland employing some full court pressure here. Boy, got to be careful. Maxfield nearly had a beat on that one. EC. That pass too hot to handle for Peterson. Herriman turns it over. Maxfield. Shelton extra pass. Palmer for three. Boy, how about the stretch by Peterson to get a hand on that ball? Shelton with the foul, knew it immediately, helping him up. Looked like it was beyond his grasp. Did a fantastic job of reaching out. First foul on Shelton. It's the 15th foul on Highland. Vaughn, step through. Can't get it to go down, and Rich with the board for Highland. Shelton through the lane. McCowie was all alone. They tried to get to him, and Vaughn with another steal. Vaughn has help to EC. The Herriman Mustangs are starting to pull away. McCowie and a timeout called by Coach Boyce. Full timeout. The Herriman Mustangs, 48-40 over the Highland Rams. This edition of Deseret News Rewind presented by Intermountain Tosh. Boy, Tilavea nearly had steps on that one. Again, the throwback to Tilavea. Region 6 is going to see that play a lot this year. That time it was Maxfield to Tilavea, and that one may be more impressive as he had to really adjust midair as we've got a foul here going to be called on McCowie. 48-42, Highland needing an extra possession or two late. 1:30 on the clock. EC in the corner, Anderson. Tilavea tried to get the steal. EC rolls around, the lob into Freeland. Going up against Maxfield. Keys there with secondary support. The kick out, and McCann now up top with EC. I'm a fan of extending ball games and fouling early. Herriman's been able to dribble 40 seconds off of this clock. Into the corner, McCann, and there's the foul. Going to be called on Maxfield. We'll send McCann to the line, shooting 1-1. Second free throw, good. 50-42, 57 seconds left. Shelton thought about the three, over to Maxfield. He'll try the triple. Left it short, the rebound to EC. And the foul called here on the rebound on McCowie. EC to the line, 1-1. And he missed it. Rich with the board. Shelton. Over to Christian Rich. Hands off. Well, there's just no room for a shot right now. McCowie tried to step through, lost the handle. Up ahead, McCann to finish. And the traveling call on Highland. Just got caught a little bit. Inbounded to Freeland. He's blocked but fouled by Palmer. And Blake Freeland now to the line. Freeland made the first, miss the second. Rich for three. The put back by McCowie, just short. Batted out by Herriman. It stays here. Highland to inbound. McCowie in the corner. Dribbling out. Now he's going to penetrate over to Tilavea, and he got fouled on the way up. Well, that may have been the most impressive dunk of the night had Tilavea been able to get through traffic. Second one, no good, but a lane violation. 10.8 left. All Herriman has to do is get it across midcourt, and they'll do so rather easily. McCowie not giving up. 53-43, the Herriman Mustangs come back from trailing and defeat the Highland Rams behind Jill Vaughn, Blake Freeland, and Alex Anderson. What a night for those three. It was a balanced night tonight for Herriman. The trap gave them trouble in the second quarter, but Coach Tingy and his group had a great response and answer in the second half. Again, the final score here from Herriman. The Herriman Mustangs 53-43 over the Highland Rams. For Vince Francis, my name is Nate Stewart. Thank you for joining us, everyone, on Deseret News Rewind presented by Intermountain Tosh. Again, you can catch Prep action all year long right here on Deseret News Rewind. Excited to bring you the best games week to week, and also check out Facebook and Twitter as well as DeseretNews.com for our weekly videos highlighting boys and girls basketball all year long. Again, Herriman 53-43 over Highland. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Look forward to seeing you next time here on Deseret News Rewind, presented by Intermountain Tosh.